he rehabbed for 2 years. Like, that's the one thing I've been thinking of. It's like, well, Klay didn't play for 2 years. Well, it's not like he was on a beach for 2 years. He got hurt. He had 2 catastrophic injuries. Like, he doesn't owe the Warriors a damn thing because of that. Because he rehabbed his ass off to get back on the court as fast as he could. He wasn't half bad last year when he came back. Like, I guess here's where I just wish you'd be more forceful. You're afraid to say what you really mean about Klay Thompson.
Oh, no.
Okay. You're afraid to
that
say
hurts.
You're afraid to say why you want Klay Thompson to get a contract before the season. Because
that's hurt me, Steiny.
We all know
he's not what he used to be.
No. We all know that when we talk about the mental game, if we're Warrior fans and we're being honest, we have to acknowledge that we're worried about the mental game with Klay. He'll be on the last year of his contract. In other words, he'll be on a contract year. What the fact of the matter is, we're worried about Klay's headspace going into this year. Just acknowledge it, please.
No, I can't.
Just acknowledge it.
But I appreciate the premise, and I'm always honest with you. Steiny, I don't care if Klay's name was Steve Jones. If what I do best is shooting the basketball, I've already told you and the masses, there's a lot that could go on inside your dome when you're rising up for that jump shot. And if Klay, for some reason or another, knows, okay, this is a contract season for me, a contract year, I don't like that if his name was Steven, just because of the ramifications. Now, some could say, Guru, he's a machine. He doesn't think like that. You might be right, but to me, this is probably Klay's last payday. If I'm the Warriors and I know we want him, why wouldn't I try to take the bull by the horns and have my team not even have to go through anything like that? So we'll put the rat on the table, brought to you by EchoPestControl.com, and talk and work something out before, because it's basically the inevitable. If you're going to do it a year later, why not help your team get past that hurdle?
I'll tell you why. Is because if you pay him now.
Now, go ahead.
You don't know what he's going to be in 2 years.
But that's the same with Dre. We don't know what he's going to be.
So why are they not going to extend Klay? Or do you think they will?
No, I think it's coming.
I don't.
Steiny, I really believe. I know you're like,
you know what?
That match with them 3 there, I know you could be like, that's just foolish, and I'm okay if you say it. But Steiny, that was, to me, the 3 Musketeers. Two are all good. The third's going to get paid, and that was Klay Thompson. They're going out together.
Who are
the big 3?
Well, then why'd they give Draymond an extra year?
Well, when I say that's different, that's way at the end, to me.
If you pay, who are you more worried about moving forward health-wise, Klay or Draymond? We're about the same. I'm about the same.
You're going to laugh. I'm going to say Dre. And the reason I'm going to say Dre is he's Joe Frazier. He's already going up against bigger, badder, sometimes faster guys. What if he were to get hurt and then you come back from that? You still are at a disadvantage physically. Klay, Steiny, the jumper, I know it was 3 months, 2 months, that's there. And what I've seen,
Not
you
really.
thought I was giving him a medal for working out. No, it was about him trying to work on those lower extremities, man. That's all that video was about. So I answered your question with Draymond Green. But it doesn't matter. It's neither here nor there. Dre got his money.
Right. And what I'm saying is that Warrior fans acknowledge they're not scared, but Warrior fans, why are Warrior fans worried about Klay Thompson coming back on just with a 1-year deal? The reason we're worried is because of all the players we've seen on the Warriors over the last 10 years, Klay has been the most susceptible to mental issues affecting his play. So basically, you're going to pay Klay because you're worried that he won't be able to handle the last year of his contract.
No, I wouldn't. No, Steiny. I see where you're going now. Hell no.
Oh, really?
I'm saying.
Oh, you're not worried about Klay at all in the last year of his deal. I would be.
But I just gave you my premise. I laid out the reasons why. Like, Draymond did it, and it worked out for him. Klay Thompson, to me, is differently, is different. And I just feel like.
When do you pay Klay? When do you pay Klay Thompson? Beard says you pay Klay, period. When?
I'll tell you, I would be.
When?
I don't know how the proceedings go, but I would make a phone call. If I know that he's going to be here, I'd make a phone call to him now.
No, that's not what you do. And you know why you don't do it? Because if you extend Klay Thompson right now,
tell me,
right now, then you're in a way locking yourself in to that second apron. You're locking yourself in. They need. How do I want to put this?
Less on the books.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
All right.
But the other thing is,
we ain't talked about Klay's shot. Like, those numbers have not plummeted. Like,
yes, they have.
The physical, his defense. The defense is one thing.
He's not shooting as well as he shot in the past.
Kobe, Steiny, it's minuscule. It's minute.
Keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself that Klay is every bit the offensive player he's always been. Go ahead, keep telling.
That's too drastic. I'm just saying, when he rises up to shoot, I think the ball's going in.
That's great. You think so. But it hasn't been going in like it's been going in. Guy was terrible in the playoffs.
Oh, no, hey.
And you know what? Here's the other thing. And why don't we make a big deal out of this? The minute the regular season was over and Steve Kerr got interviewed, he went out of his way to basically say, Klay's got to come in shape. Klay didn't do anything Steve Kerr offered that information without Klay.
But they signed off on that.
Who?
I'm sure the team knew we wasn't going to do anything. And if I'm mentally...
No. You think? Steve Kerr didn't sound like the organization knew he wasn't doing anything last summer. Steve Kerr's talking like, at the end of this year, he talked like, we were like, dude, what did you do all summer? Nothing. I was a little worried about my knee.
And okay. Understand? Yeah. What do you say to that?
And then you get the year you get out of him. So there you go.
But Steiny, that year had him. He made the most threes, and he took the most threes.
Right. So
and
that's
physically,
great in
he was
your
able to
mind.
play 31. No, I'm just from a physical standpoint. He held up without working out in the summer.
He's worse.
He'll never be the same Klay Thompson.
Exactly.
And he knows that.
No, he doesn't. I don't think he does know that. I think Klay thinks he's got light, and he might.
So when I sit here, or any Warrior fan, and I'm being so real with this, Steiny, when I sit here and say, I think that's a badge of honor to say that I made the most threes in 29 other teams in the league. I made the most threes. That's nothing to you? I'm asking what that means to you.
It's no different than when he's in the top 3 every year and made threes, like he always is. So the fact that he led the league in threes and threes taken, okay, that's.
And to me, I'm killing two birds with one stone.
That's one part of his game.
Yeah, but it's actually two, because from a physical and stamina standpoint, he's able to hoist up those shots, even the ones he missed.
And how did he look at the end of the year?
I got you. Like the legs were gone. No doubt.
He was gone.
Yeah.
He was gone.
But now, with an offseason of him putting in work,
he might be more tired at the end of this year.
You might be right, or it could go the other way.